Rangers are staring down a moment that could define not just their season, but their financial future. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. The pressure is already building after a damaging 2-1 defeat to Hearts, a result that has left Danny Roll's side trailing in the title race and, more importantly, slipping into a dangerous battle for second place. And now, ahead of a massive Old Firm clash, the stakes have been raised even higher. Former Rangers striker Chris Boyd hasn't held back, delivering a blunt warning that this weekend's showdown with Celtic is no ordinary derby. It's a must-win game with huge financial consequences attached. From the outside, finishing third might sound like a minor drop, but in reality it could trigger a chain reaction that impacts everything, from transfer budgets to squad rebuilds and even compliance with financial fair play regulations. Boyd pointed directly to those concerns, highlighting how Rangers were already walking a fine line last season. Missing out on second place would mean missing out on Champions League qualifiers, an opportunity that doesn't just offer prestige, but crucial income. We're talking serious money here. Even reaching the early qualifying rounds can generate between £5 million and £10 million over the summer. For a club needing to rebuild, refresh the squad, and close the gap at the top, that revenue could be the difference between progress and stagnation. And make no mistake, changes are coming. Players are expected to leave, with departures already confirmed in some cases. That means Rangers will need funds, not just to replace those exiting, but to strengthen enough to challenge next season. Without Champions League income, that task becomes significantly harder. Boyd's message is clear. Rangers need every possible advantage, and second place offers exactly that. It provides a pathway, however difficult, back to Europe's biggest competition and the financial boost that comes with it. But standing in their way, Celtic at Parkhead, in a game that now carries enormous weight. It's not just about pride anymore, it's not even just about league position. This is about safeguarding the club's financial stability, maintaining competitiveness, and avoiding what Boyd describes as a huge blow. Because if Rangers fall short, if they finish third, the consequences won't just be felt now. They could shape the entire trajectory of next season. Sunday isn't just another Old Firm match, it's a crossroads. In other news, James Tavernier's future is beginning to take shape, and it's not following the path many initially expected. As Rangers prepare for a pivotal summer rebuild, their long-serving captain appears to be edging towards the exit, with a decisive move now looming on the horizon. But while links to the Premier League have generated headlines, the reality behind the scenes tells a very different story. At 34, Tavernier remains one of the most productive right-backs of his generation. His numbers at Rangers speak for themselves. Goals, assists, leadership, and consistency over an extended period. Few defenders in modern football have matched his attacking output, and even fewer have done so while carrying the responsibility of captaining a club with the expectations and pressure that come with Ibrox. Yet despite that remarkable track record, the next step in his career is being shaped less by reputation and more by timing. There has been no shortage of reported interest from England, with clubs across the Premier League loosely linked. Tottenham, in particular, have been mentioned as a potential destination. However, the reality is far more cautious. English sides are weighing up the risk-reward balance, and concerns around age are proving difficult to ignore. Tavernier will turn 35 early next season, and for clubs operating at the highest level, where long-term planning and resale value play a crucial role, that factor alone becomes a significant barrier. Even the prospect of signing him on a free transfer, which would typically increase appeal, hasn't been enough to shift that stance. Recruitment strategies in the Premier League have evolved rapidly in recent years, with a growing emphasis on younger profiles, high ceilings, and long-term squad building. In that context, a move for a veteran fullback, even one with Tavernier's pedigree, simply doesn't align with the direction many clubs are heading. That shift in market dynamics has opened the door elsewhere. And this is where the story takes a more intriguing turn. Clubs in the Middle East are now emerging as leading contenders for Tavernier's signature, with the financial power of the Saudi Pro League positioning them firmly at the front of the queue. For a player entering the final phase of his career, the appeal is obvious: a lucrative contract, a new challenge, and the opportunity to capitalize on years of elite-level performance. It's a move that has become increasingly common among experienced European players, and Tavernier fits the profile perfectly. Crucially, the lack of concrete movement from Premier League sides only strengthens that possibility. With no bidding war developing in England, Saudi clubs are able to operate with greater confidence, knowing they can offer a package that is unlikely to be matched elsewhere. For Tavernier, it becomes less about proving himself in England and more about securing the most rewarding final chapter of his career. That said, the Saudi Pro League isn't the only option on the table. Interest from across Europe continues to build, particularly in Greece and Turkey, where Tavernier has long been admired. These leagues offer a different kind of appeal: competitive football, passionate fan bases, and the chance to remain in a high-pressure environment similar to what he has experienced in Glasgow. Clubs in both countries have tracked him for years, and with his availability now a realistic prospect, they are ready to act. Panathinaikos are among those monitoring the situation closely, viewing Tavernier as a potential marquee addition who could bring both quality and experience to their squad. Meanwhile, interest linked to Rafa Benitez adds another layer of complexity. The experienced manager is believed to be keen on bringing Tavernier into his setup, recognizing the value he could offer both on and off the pitch. However, uncertainty surrounding managerial stability could ultimately complicate that pursuit, leaving the door open for rival clubs to step in. All of this leaves Tavernier at a crossroads. After years of loyalty and elite performance at Rangers, he now faces a decision that will define the closing stages of his career. Does he prioritize financial reward and embrace a move to Saudi Arabia? Or does he opt for a European challenge that keeps him in the intensity of continental competition? What feels increasingly clear is that a Premier League switch, once seen as a natural progression, is now unlikely to materialize. The landscape has shifted, and so too have the opportunities available to him. As the summer window approaches, Tavernier's situation is one to watch closely. A player who has given so much to Rangers is now on the brink of a new adventure, one shaped by ambition, timing, and the realities of modern football's transfer market. Wherever he lands, his legacy at Ibrox is already secured. The only question that remains is where the final chapter will be written. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.